Hi guys, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. City is quite empty right now because holiday season started. Time is around 2:30 here. I'm doing a couple of reviews for you. I do not want to do the list today, perhaps tomorrow. So it's whew, very hectic last few days, but all the jam, traffic jam, high heat made me really exhausted. So I took a nap, sort of late night. I went out and I came back feeling better. I'm having a little bit of coffee just to wake up and feeling better, right? So hopefully you're doing good. So first video I want to do is from House of Calvin Klein. This is a house that everybody knows. It's a house that produced mass appealing, affordable, tons of fragrance. I think Calvin Klein has got to have like the most number of fragrances out there, like Guerlain does, Davidoff, many other brands they have, Azzaro. So I think Calvin Klein perhaps have the highest number of fragrance out there. And this is the fragrance that started sort of my journey, one of them. It's the CK1, this fragrance. I want to revisit this. I recently got a big 300 ml bottle and I want to talk about it. Sometimes people, revisit like what's a classic. This is a proper classic. So I would like to give you my final thought, if it's worthy at this current time, or like sort of like where we are in fragrance game, is it worthy? We'll discuss. It's more like a discussion or revisiting this classic. So CK, usually back in the days, where let's start with the pricing. uh, I got CK1 200 ml bottle somewhere in, I don't remember, 2006 or 4, one of those years when I was in university. And I think I used to keep this in my car all the time, outside, yeah, inside, outside, wherever, like I used to travel with CK, that one fragrance everywhere. So let's say you're just coming out of the car, you spray some, this is how it used to be. But later we learned that we should never keep fragrance in the car. But my fragrance didn't go bad. I used it for 10 years plus, okay? 2006 until 2016, I think, something like that. Then I had to get rid of it before I left. I still had some juice left, okay? So what happened was, let me see if I have everything correct. Hold on, I have something else to get. Wait. Sorry, I had another bottle that I want to get from CK. Just want to show you the difference between 200 ml and 300 ml. So yeah, the story was, I carried it everywhere. It's not like I was in love with the fragrance. I had back in the days what? CK1, Daniel Desire Red, Lacoste Purom, Boss Bottled. These were the first few fragrances. And that era, this is a baby of 1994. I think Alberto Morillas did this with perhaps one other perfumer. Harry Fremont, perhaps, yes. So back in the days, they made a lot of fragrances, and especially Alberto Mori is the king of freshies. He made Acqua di Gio, which I also have here. So this kind of fragrances ruled the era. So what happened was, I never was very big fan of CK1. The back in the days, I remember this fragrance never usually lasted much, but if I go out in the sun, it gave me huge headache. That's why I did not like it. And later I realized it was the florals of that fragrance that made me like getting a headache. So I much preferred like later on Boss Bottled, or something like what else did I have? Lacoste Puro, and then I got Polo Blue. Those are more suitable, right? So CK1 is that unisex, that fragrance that people bought. Everybody had a bottle, small, 10 ml miniature, all the way to 300, 500. There's a huge bottle. And the thing is, this fragrance was affordable. Nowadays, talking about price, recently when I got this 300 ml, it costed me something like 600 something, not 600, 60 something dollars. Yeah, 60 something dollars. So basically, it's now 100 ml is going for 300. What am I saying? The conversion, sometimes I get confused. Like 35 to $45. So check that. It used to be 20 something dollars, $25 per 100 ml. So the price have almost doubled or more. So that is the inflation. Okay, so still they're producing newer batches, reformulated, and CK1 has tons of flankers. They have few lines like CK1, CK Eternity, and then make many other lines. So I have bought recent times CK I think free, CK free. Yeah, I'll review that as well. It's like a mini bottle there, 30 ml. So CK served me really well. Some of my favorites being CK Reveal, and I think CK1 Summer Flankers, some of the Eternity ones. So here, this one I repurchased. Okay, and this is how the box looks nowadays. It's a 300 ml. You can see it's a 300 ml, and this is massive box. So they give sort of like a cap, which is the silhouette of the on the box. There's like a silhouette of the bottle. Yeah, here it looks like a cap, so you can put it on when you're not using it, and then if you're using, you can use the sprayer they produce. So it all comes in this packaging. And this is the big bottle, that beautiful, and the bottle looks classic all the time. I really like the look of it. It's an iconic bottle. Whenever you see CK1, you know it's a CK1. Frosted look, very cool feel to it. I was talking about Aqua di Gio. This is the 200 ml of Aqua di Gio that I have. These are not vintage batches, but as you get older batches, in slowly they start changing the color of the juice. I remember Isimiake Lode Sepurum there. There's the cap. These Aqua di Gio, my older batch, they all got darker, a little bit darker, kind of like orangish hue to the juice. These are new, so I don't think they are doing it right now. And the atomizer works really, really nice. It can be taken out, as I told you. Okay, really big atomizer. So I'll tell you, if you get 200 ml, I have CK Shock, and that is a 200 ml. So massive difference, 100 ml more. So I saw it, I finished my bottle. I'm like, let's just keep it, because in Bangladesh, sometimes you feel like wearing this. So CK1, what does it have? CK1, basically, they have a huge note breakdown on Fragrantica. And I personally do not get even 1/10 of those notes. They have like lemon, green notes, bergamot from Fragrantica, mandarin orange, pineapple, cardamom, papaya, lily of the valley, jasmine, violet, rose, nutmeg, citrus, or orris root. Sorry, orris root. That is what is orris root? Orris root is that man. When I wake up, sometimes I just go blank. Like Diorum intense. What does it have? Iris. Sorry, freesia, green accord, musk, cedar, sandalwood, osmanthus green tea, and amber. So as I was telling you, this is heavy, by the way. So this one, I never really got pineapple from it. That's one thing that I really like. I look for, like pineapple. Better be pineapple in there. I got kind of like a green, lot of citrus. There's definite lemon, and a lot of florals. These are the three basic notes I get from it. And CK has many other fragrances. They have papaya note in there. So there was a fragrance from CK, I forgot the name. I think this is not available anymore. That one had that papaya note. I used to own that perfume. I can't remember the name. So that fragrance was very good. CK Eternity, Aqua, Summer, they're good for summers. This is also good for summer. So what they do, opening is very lovely. Opening I really love. It is a touch of citrus, which is very refreshing, like watery citrus. And in warm weather, you love to wear it. But problem is, after you wear this for half an hour or so, then the florals start popping up. And if you're not a big fan of florals, you are not gonna like it. And that exact florals give me headache. Why did I repurchase it? Just for memory's sake, just once in a while in the weekend, like the Friday is a weekend for us. Just nostalgia, okay? So same like Aqua di Gio, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue for Men. These are from the same time. So if you're a fan of this era, 90s era, this is going to be right up your alley. Still, even if you pay $60, $65, okay, this fragrance is going to be affordable. Imagine 300 ml, okay, so it comes down to 20 something dollars still, but let's say something like, safe to say, 30, $35 per 100 ml. This is the value of it now. Is it relevant nowadays? um, for me, this has a little bit of a dated feel to it. Like when I smell this, I'm wearing this. Yeah, I'm wearing this in my hand right here. I don't want to respray it, but the dry down of it, it is a little bit of that musk, a lot of florals, and they say green tea. I get hints of that. So it's not a massive green tea note like Elizabeth Arden green tea. If you like that, stick to that. That is a better longevity. Longevity wise, that is better. And even in terms of the like composition, that is a better fragrance to me. Citrus, green tea, like simple. This one, the florals are the culprits for me, and I am scared of this perfume. Even though it's the simplest of fragrances, I rather wear CKB, CK Into You, CK Free. Some of the other ones, CK, they have many fragrances. Okay, Calvin Klein. Just type Calvin Klein Joy Amin. You have seen, you'll see like how much I have covered. I love this house. Affordable, price wise, very very good, but longevity and projection takes a hit. If you are lucky, you'll get 4 hours out of it. For me, I get 2.5 hours, then it becomes kind of gone, right? So CK fragrances are built like that. So if you're looking for a perfumer, I would say rather than buying this, go for CK All. That is one of my favorite perfumes. I just love CK All. That one has a rhubarb, more thick, more full body to it, like nice modern perfume. This one, if you smell it, definitely Aqua di Gio, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, Isimiake Lodis. If you're a fan of those, then you should collect it. Just collect a small bottle and you can enjoy it in one summer, right? So it's a love or hate for me still. Okay, this is the final review, and I think this will do great in spring on rainy days. If there's so much heat, this fragrance brings out the worst of the florals. If it's a little mild, breezy day, like spring, fresh, rain, flowers are blooming. That time it's gonna be really, really perfect. I think it's gonna be better on women if you spray on your hair, on your clothes. It will be better on women. I think they will carry this better. They'll smell better on them. But for me, I would say better fragrance would be Aqua di Gio, more masculine. Even though these things have floral, but they have marine notes, which this one doesn't have. So if you compare, many of the other fragrances I prefer because they have the masculinity about it. CK1 is not still my favorite, but I'll tell you, if you like CK fragrance, you cannot get enough of them because you can literally buy 4 or 5 fragrances for the price of one. Let's say Jean Paul Gaultier or newer fragrances like Polo. They are really expensive, right? So from that perspective, CK still rocks. But this fragrance, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. My final review, because of the nostalgia, because I wore it a lot in my student years. Even the good and bad memories, they are memories in a bottle. So what do you feel about CK1? Do let others know. Do you still wear this? Do you still think it's relevant? For me, I don't think it's relevant, but just for the nostalgia and memories sake, CK1, that's the review. Thank you so much for watching. Let's do one more review, then we'll upload it. Take care and have a nice day. Bye bye.